No dabbing's so out, but this just looks so cool.
Previously on Trio.
See how they turn into reverse.
Hey Trio Tribe, welcome back. Last time on Trio, after 6 months of being on the hard.
Wow. Longest we've been on the hard in our lives.
Yeah, 6 months. Crazy.
And with all of our renovation work finally done, we put Saltair 3 back in the water. And we started making our way downriver. This time on Trio, we're sharing the beauty of the Rio Dulce as we say goodbye to Guatemala, a country we've grown to love. And we make our way down this freshwater river back to the salty Caribbean.
We're coming up on Texan Bay right now, and there's like a large bay here, and then Texan Bay is in the larger bay. So it's really cool the way it opens up because there's a bunch of masts in there, which means boats obviously, and there's a riggers in there. Pretty sure they redid Sandy Pete's sail. So that's pretty cool. Stay tuned. We're coming into Texan Bay, and there's like a whole bunch of little styrofoam things that have a bunch of fishing line wrapped around them. And like there's one right there. Oh, and there's a guy up there, and he's... Dad, there's a guy up there, and he's letting out a net. So maybe it is a net. You see it? There it is. No.
Fishermen in this area tie fishing line around pieces of styrofoam with a hook on the end. Then they set them out, all baited up and ready to catch fish.
Yeah, it's right there. Fisherman way up there. Right there.
This is Texan Bay, where we're gonna spend the night. It's kind of a neat little entrance. All these thatched roofs, guys in dugouts. We anchored in here on our way up the river. And it's a cute little spot. I think if we were to stay here over hurricane season longer, I'd come down here just to hang out for a week, get all your provisions, do some exploring. Yeah, it is beautiful. The chart's reading that we're on top of land right now, and we clearly are not. So that's why Cole and I are at the bow, because you can't always trust the charts. You gotta have eyes on when you come into places like this, just to make sure you can see what you're doing. Lots of empty slips here, which is interesting. I mean, I don't know why people wouldn't hang out down here more. I don't know how much they charge for a slip, but it'd be kind of a cool little place to stay. Maybe they're private, I don't know. Although you'd have to organize a lancha to come and get you if you wanted to go into town. It's a pretty far dinghy ride. It's a cute little bar. Lots of room to choose from.
Right?
Yeah.
No room last time.
Yeah, it was a tight squeeze last time. Now we can go wherever we want. Not that there's like a huge anchorage here, but there's enough for a few boats. Alright, time to switch it up. My turn on the helm. Muscle at the front. Finesse at the back. Had to come up with something.
That's good, I like it.
Alright, this is my spot when we come into anchor. Am I in neutral? You leave me in neutral?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so warm.
So we're here at Texan Bay. Cole's just jumping.
I know dabbing's so out, but this just looks so cool.
Sun's going down.
It's so warm. It just feels so soft and cuddly.
Soft water. What's
The water
different?
just feels cuddly. I don't know what's the deal. It's just, it's so soft and just comforting.
Yeah, fresh water. Let's go see what
Not that I know
Krista's
it
doing.
well.
I think she's making chicken. Baked chicken.
Chicken, steamed broccoli, and some rice. They haven't had broccoli in ages,
No, right?
right?
Yum. Steamed rice.
Yep.
The rice maker and the oven. Can't see it, but there's chicken in there. What's in the pot? Nothing.
I just made some chicken stock from the bones I cut off the chicken.
Ah, sweet. For our soup tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nice. What a great spot. Cole thought there were piranhas earlier. Such a cool country. There's so much going on. It's simplicity at its best. He's fishing. Just cast out his fish net. Up in the hills here, there's farmers working, and it's corn growing on the side of the hill, and there's 4 or 5 guys working, digging and hacking away with machetes. And up here you've got more fishermen out. He's fishing. Back on that side there must have been 50 little styrofoam floats like I showed you earlier. Lily pads back in here where that dugout canoe is. Oh, he's about to cast. This guy right over here is gonna cast a bait net. Oh, and the ladies, they're all dressed in colors. Chris should have slowed down the motor because it's just too beautiful in here. Oh man, there's just too much to see. I don't know what those girls are doing in the lily pad field there. Pretty amazing, this river, hey? There's so
Peaceful. So pretty.
Mom says you can rent that little palapa hut there. It comes with a kayak.
Wow.
A couple of forgotten sailboats. Wow, it's turned out to be a gorgeous day. We had a torrential rainstorm like 45 minutes ago. Just poured and poured and poured. And now it's just breaking up and turning to sunshine. Is that a church? I think that's a church over there. Some little kids playing on the dock. Wow, there's just so much to take in on this river. It's just a spectacular ride. And we haven't even come to the canyon yet. Wait till we get to the canyon where the walls just go up and... So up and down the river, there's these little estuaries that just trip off into little communities back inside there. That one you can't see from here, but it forks left and it forks right. Another estuary going off there to the left, hard to pick out, but I can kind of see it, and there's houses down inside there. And then we're gonna bank off to the right. Wow, it's just spectacular in here. It's crazy cool. Such a neat trip. There's 3 or 4 large estuaries up and down the river, and then there's small ones like this. The 3 or 4 just show up on the chart, and then these smaller ones aren't even on the chart really. So up and down the river, there's these little communities. And here you can see the blue buildings, the church, Iglesia de Santa Cristo. And here, it's a beautiful house with, Plapa house with dock. That one's for sale, actually. Oh, there's like a tienda, a store in there. And I don't know what's going on down here. It looks like a school. There's a bunch of school kids. Is that a school?
Looks like it, yeah.
So you got the church, a few nice homes, a little grocery store inside there, that blue building where you can see the laundry hanging out, and down here a school. And then more palapas up and down the side. We're coming into the canyon area. You can see the granite walls going straight up over on that side.
Gonna go around the corner in a sec.
Oh yeah, it's like a 90, almost a hairpin. Does it say on the charts hairpin? Okay, we're about to go around that hairpin turn Krista was just talking about.
83 feet deep here.
83?
Yeah.
Wow. Look at this cool hairpin. I can hear another waterfall call in the distance. Bigger one. Oh, Chris is making a nice big sharp turn. This is what they call the canyon, where the walls go up. You can see the white granite walls. There's got to be 10 to 12 fishermen up here in little cayuscos, I think they call their little dugout canoes. Chris just said it's back to 70. 4.5 to 70 feet now. Apparently this is the spot to fish. There's 12 guys in cayucos fishing here. Ooh, that guy, it looks like he's got 2 inches of freeboard clearance there. Yeah, it does smell like flowers. Wow, you can't even see which way the river goes. Like it just disappears. It goes off this way, right here.
Oh dang it, we're stuck in here now.
Crazy. Wow, the mountain just goes straight up there. And the jungle's just clinging to the side of it. We're gonna make a turn to the left. Father and son fishing out here in their little cayuco. 76 feet, Krista just said. Here comes the powerboat. There's a shuttle service from Rio Dulce, where we were, to Fronteras, which is the town we're going to clear out at, and they zip up and down in their cool big fiberglass boats. There's a few backpacker spots along the river I showed you earlier too. So if you caught one of these, it could probably drop you off at one of those backpacker spots and you could hang out there for a week. So for the most part it's pretty deep in here, at least in the canyon, but when you get onto the lake, there's a few shallow spots. We were talking to somebody that came in a monohull, and she's a single-hander, and she touched because an estuary brought in some silt, and the silt came halfway out into the lake. So you really gotta, as easy as it is to come down this, you have to pay attention to the depths. It's just so peaceful and quiet in here. It's crazy.
There really aren't any roads here, so the only way for families living on the Rio to get around is by boat. And not all families are fortunate enough to have one of these rugged and large boats with an outboard. Hanging out on the Rio, we've seen all kinds of stuff being transported in them, from families headed to church, to lumber, to appliances, even a motorcycle.
Cool. Can we do when we dock?
We're almost there.
Right in the middle of it?
Right around this bend, we're gonna be, I think we'll be able to see Livingston right around this bend. Oh, the breeze, you can feel the ocean breeze. Woo, I'm excited to get out to the... There it is, back out to the blue. Oh, this was such a peaceful ride. It's so beautiful in here. I mean, we just have to come back because there's so much to see and we've only scratched the surface. It's too bad that you can't anchor at this little town, Livingston, but apparently, well, there's a few reasons that people don't. One of them is that there's some thefts reported, that people have lost things off their deck or their dinghies have been stolen. I don't think that'd be a concern for us because our dinghy would be really hard to steal. But also the current change from the river coming in and going out and the tide, it can create kind of a lumpy anchorage and no protection from the swell that wraps around the point, so nobody stays here overnight, which is too bad because I bet you it'd be kind of a cool little place. One more spot to check out. I think it'd be fine. Yeah, I'm sure it'd be fine too. If you had a calm conditions and there was no waves, it would be probably no problem at all. I mean, look at this. It's like dead flat right now. I would say this is going to be a much different experience crossing the bar this time.
Oh my god.
Right? It's going to be boring compared to last time.
Right?
Yeah.
That's funny.
The Hanes won't even believe that it's the same crossing.
What was it? 35 knots behind us.
35 knots behind us.
70-foot waves.
7-8 foot waves.
Wind was hitting the river current.
Yeah. Wind, yeah, wave against a river current. And then we had a boat drag on top of us. Oh my gosh, it was insane. Pouring rain, it was cold. Just went inside to get dried off and a boat drags on top of us. Oh my gosh, it was total mayhem. But anyway, it makes a good story. Back to the ocean. I can see the turquoise from here.
Back up to the big old blue.
Yeah. Livingston's all lit up for us this time, instead of shrouded in rain and cloud. It does look inviting, right? Time to clear out. And that'll be a wrap for Guatemala Season 4. Back to the turquoise ocean. Yes, please. Should we go up where that panga is to anchor? Yeah.
Three, two, one, action!
And there's like a little building over there. It's like kind of like a shack-ish place. It's I think it's a riggers. I'm pretty sure they redid Sandy Feet's sails. So yeah, I don't sound very smart right now.